Before now, this has been a trend that Igbo land doesn't produce any crops or export any food to other Nigerian countries. But today I'm here to give you just like top 5 or up to 6 villages which manufacture or produce foods in Anambra State.
Hold my breath just so I can hold you closer. Hold my heart just so I can feel the breath.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's Moshe TV again. So during this festive season I visited a lot of Anambra villages, which I also visited the trending Anam beach in also Anambra State. So and during my travels and my tour, I got to discover some of the things, though some of them I've known them before now, but I have not gotten any chance to visit. But I believe with time I will visit some of these villages, not just passing through them. I will visit and tour the villages and then show you guys. So these are some of the food producing villages you can find in Anambra State. Though some may say they produce in small quantities, but they are producing in small quantities because they got no help from any government. All they produce is with their own money and with their own power. No tractor, nothing. They are just doing it on their own, just like a kind of manual labor. Understand? Kind of manpower work. No government support, nothing. So the first village on my list, which everybody may know or might not know, is the first village which I already traveled there to go and have some take a looks of their beach. Is this Anam. Anam is one of the top villages that manufacture or produce food in Anambra State. The second on my list is also talk about Ibako. Ibako also produce in some small large quantities, and all the crops or all the food they manufacture or produce in these villages are mainly rice. Most of the time is rice, local rice, which is good in nutrients. Then they also produce sometimes plantain, bananas. Their land is fertile for cultivating banana or plantain. It's very okay there. And also some of them do cultivate cassavas, and the rest of the food you can find there. So the third on my list is I will also go with some parts in Aguleri. Aguleri also produce some food in Anambra State. That is the third on my list. So most of us know Aguleri, sha. So the fourth on my list is Ibariam. Ibariam also have their own. They also produce some certain amount of food or crops. And then another one on my list is Omo. Omo, I passed through Omo, but I did not make any video of this environment. But Omo is also a kind of, I won't say is a kind of a meeting point for those cultivating rice, for those manufacturing rice. Those are the places, Omo is like a meeting joint for them, where they come and, have their rice processed until they get to the final product, which we now eat. So Omo is like just a place where they do these things. So I think by now you have been hearing of Adane rice. Those rice you hear about are from those areas. So another place I would like to mention, which I would also love to visit, if you guys can kindly share this video, and motivate me to visit this location, I will visit them very soon. Is if you are heading towards Ala, Odepe, and the rest. Some people don't actually know that those villages, they are local villages, but those villages are still under Anambra State. Those villages, if you are traveling from Anambra during dry season, you may access them from, ground by motor. But if you are traveling during rainy season, then you can access those villages via boat. Understand? Then even if you follow through Delta states, to access those villages, after going with bus or whatever, you will still come down to use boats to cross to those villages. So some of those villages are in Anambra, just like I mentioned, Odepe and Ala. They have a La in Delta State, and they have Ala in Anambra State, and they also have Odepe, and they also have Odepe in the same Anambra State. So I've traveled to this village once, I think in 2017. So I just only took pictures, but I can't find the pictures anymore. So in this village, especially the Ala, you find a large number of people cultivating yams. Most of those yams you eat, starting from ending of July or mid of July till maybe December stroke January, that has kind of a mud, that have mud color on their body. Actually, they are being produced in Anambra State. Large number of them are being produced in Anambra State. And do you know the funny part? These people produce this yam in large quantity and also export to some other places. During like August stroke September period, if you come to Head Bridge, to the bridgehead of Onitsha, you find a lot of lorries, trailers, packing those yams. Once those villagers bring the yam down to the Head Bridge, those big motors will come and pack them and export them to other, Nigerian states. And some people never know that these things are being produced in Anambra. Some of the things you can also find in large quantity in their places, potatoes. You can also find cassava. And one thing I love about their cassava is because they are living, on top of the water. You understand? Water surround them. There's no way you go to that village, crossing to the other side of the village without, using your boat. They're like in the middle of the water. So they have no season for cassava cultivation. They cultivate cassava almost every time in the year. So the next thing they cultivate in large quantities is this cassava and potato, and they also do fishing. They also do fishing in this community. Remember, the name of this community is Odepe and Ala. That's the name of this community. You can access this community if you are in Delta State and you want to access this community. You can travel from your location to Ela. Ela in Delta State. Once you come down in Ela in Delta State, then you take a bike from that Ela bus stop down to Mkporogu. Mkporogu River, something like that, where you can find another market. They have Mkporogu market. Within that axis, you head over to Mkporogu market. From that Mkporogu market, you can also see where those villagers, those who cannot export their own yam, or those who don't have large customers in Onitsha, they also bring their own yam to that Mkporogu market, where they come and sell their yam, and the rest of them. And people also come there to buy from them. So if you come to that Mkporogu market and want to access this village, they have to take a boat. You will see a boat or all these big canoe that have an engine on their back. They will take you to that village, Ala or Odepe. So those, I think I've mentioned the Ibaku, Omo, Anam, Aguleri, Ibariam, and this Odepe and the Ala. So I think I've mentioned for you 5 villages where you can find the food or food producing villages in Anambra State. These 2 villages I mentioned last produce theirs in large quantity because I think they are getting some support not from government, but a kind of individuals who support them with huge amount of money, like they support them with money to do the cultivating and buy small yam which they cultivate to turn to big yam in large quantities. So they have some kind of support from individuals who are interested in those crops. So these are the villages you can find in Anambra State that are manufacturing or producing food in Anambra State. So if you have any other one in your list, which I know I didn't mention all, but I just gave you this list to just look at, you understand? So if you have any other one in your mind, kindly drop them via our comment section, and also give us your own, your own comments about them. So within a short time, we may be visiting these villages I mentioned. Though I passed through Ibariam, I visited Ibaku, I visited Anam, I passed through Agluiri, Then these two villages, I visited them in the past, which I will try my best. If you guys motivate me through this video by sharing and getting enough views on it, then I may change my mind and visit these villages, because I will tell you, even if it's not that costly, but it costs a lot and there's a lot of risk, traveling by boats or by water to these locations and other things. So we know the risk we take in covering this content for you guys. So just kindly motivate me by sharing and let this video get enough views, and then we will do the rest from our end. Thank you guys for watching. Kindly subscribe, click on the thumb up button, click on the notification bell, and then kindly share. Have a lovely day, guys. Peace out.